Welcome to part 2 of Keeping an Open Mind. In this video, we will be discussing this topic from a management and leadership perspective. So you got a promotion and now have a management role. Congratulations. Now what? Well, leadership roles have their own set of challenges when it comes to keeping the mind open and clear. We are going to focus on 2 of those problematic situations, beginning with power corrupts. Or does it? First, it is impossible to have a discussion of this nature without mentioning the classic adage that it's very easy for power to go right to your head. This is particularly true when an individual steps into a leadership or management role. That rush of power and authority can be intoxicating, which can then corrupt a person's perceptions and perspective. This corruption is yet another example of the individual's ego attempting to assert control, but in this case, it becomes a form of megalomania. However, you must remember that this can happen only if you allow it to happen to yourself. So if you have your ego in check, this trap can be avoided. To achieve this, you must make a conscious choice to ensure that you really listen and contemplate other viable possibilities when they are presented, even if it's not what you want to hear. A true leader must continuously bear in mind that just because they are in a management position does not mean that they always have the best perspective. Leaders are there to support, inspire, listen, be the voice of reason, and keep things running as smoothly as possible. So make sure to stay on that course, and things will go much more smoothly for you in your career. Now, let's take a look at the second situation, which is being in charge. We've all heard the saying that this isn't what I thought it would be, and being in a leadership position is no different. This is due to the fact that getting a management role is one thing. Keeping it going is another matter entirely. And this is something that many individuals find out the hard way. How so? Well, management positions are a double-edged sword, as walking that line of being a true leader instead of just forcing things on people is very difficult, and many individuals are not prepared for the task. Much of the trouble is again due to leaders letting their egos run amok and control their thought processes, unchecked by sensibility or understanding. As a worker, you could present excellent perspective and provide evidence to back it up, but when faced with managers of this mindset, it doesn't matter. They will do what they want, period, because they are the boss, and to their line of thinking, that makes them automatically correct. This then results in severe frustration for the worker involved and an increase in the stress level as well. How can this cycle be stopped? Well, it is a true statement that no one can help someone who won't help themselves, and breaking the cycle of this kind of behavior can be extremely difficult, particularly when an individual is deeply entrenched within it. This is due to the fact that it requires a high level of self-awareness and the ability to view oneself objectively. However, it can be done with the proper effort. In order to achieve the objectivity that is required, you must make a conscious effort to step outside yourself and see things for what they truly are. Take a few moments during your day to perform the following exercise. Take a deep breath and ask yourself questions like the following. Are you just dismissing people out of hand? Are you truly listening to others when they share their perspectives? Are you being supportive of your team? Are you unfairly favoring certain individuals to the exclusion of others? And finally, above all, remember to be totally honest with yourself when responding. Then, after performing this exercise, if you find that you have answered yes to any of the questions, then you have recognized the problem. You must then take corrective action to get back on the proper path by changing that behavior right away. Now, you may have setbacks, but remember to stay the course, as setbacks are part of the learning process, and people do not judge you by your failures. They judge you by how you come back from them. Now, let's take a look at a summary of things to remember. As a leader, strive to be open to viable options from your team, peers, and management. Keep your ego in check. Acknowledge and accept the fact that no one person can know it all or do it all, no matter what their position is within the organization. Be sincerely grateful for the input of others and tell those individuals that their perspectives are appreciated. Being open to new perspectives will allow you to significantly broaden the horizons of your career, as other perspectives can take you in new directions, which can lead to additional rewards. Finally, people who have open minds tend to have access to the best projects and assignments, and subsequently they become the leader that everyone wants to work for. So, if you also want access to the best choices in your career, it is prudent for you to maintain an open mind as well. That concludes this video. Thank you for watching. Be well.